Alright guys, obviously you can tell that I have some coats on. I actually recommend this paint, well, any paint that's a zombie, because if you can see really close, it's cracking the way a zombie's skin would crack if you're decaying and you're dying and whatnot. So that's this really cool effect. So you have the toilet paper that's 3D, but then you have the cracking. But it makes your face go just like toilet paper. And so this is how messed up my brush got from it. So we're gonna rinse that. And taking your same paint or taking another gray if you ran out, we're gonna add some black to it to give it a darker gray look, and then we're gonna put all the dark gray onto the white section, because obviously it looks kind of funny the way you are right now. You can take any one of your creams. It'd be easier if you had a liquid. I don't, but that's okay. I can just take one of my spatulas and take the black. I'll just flip the camera and just scrape it up like this. And then I'm going to put it on my palette again. Like that. And then I'm going to take the same gray that I have and put a little bit. I'm going to mix it. So now you have this dark grayish color. And then you're gonna start dabbing it on the white section. This kind of gives it that rotting look too. And you don't have to do it on the entire white section, just whatever you feel like doing. Just go on the inside of the skin part though. And then whatever white that you don't cover, just go over it with the gray that you used. And you could actually like mix another color that has more gray than black and then kind of have gradient. But I'm just going to go over it with gray. This is how it is when I blended it. And then, so now we're going to take our crayon, our black crayon, and we're going to make our eyes look sunken in. This one is going to have blood inside of it. You can make it look sunken in after you put the blood in, because it would just get smeared. So this one, basically you're putting bags in your eyes, but you're following eye bone. Eyelid, where your brow is, you're just gonna connect it up to there. And fill it in. So now your eye looks sunken in. But you have to blend it, so take your finger and try to blend it as best as you can. Not a very dark fade and sunken in because You've been dead for a while, so your eye's been sinking in for a long time. And also, if you could tell, my lips are darker. I put the black on here on my lips, and I just kind of blended it out, so it gives your lips more definition. So now, you're going to take any green, but not lime green. So any green cream paint. And you can use it with a brush, or I like to use a stipple brush, so it looks like this. And you're going to just dab it in the green. And just put it all over your face. So now your skin looks like it's dead and it's rotting. Looks really subtle. You just do it over and over and over. Just that kind of give it this texture look. I mean, actually, you don't even have to put the green. You don't have green. It's fine. Whatever you want. Remember, you're the zombie. Next thing we're gonna do is paint. This is called Lipstick Red, and it's acrylic paint, and you can wash it off with soap and water, so it's fine. I put some in our palette, black acrylic paint, and just add a teeny tiny drop, just to give it that darker feel. I'm mixing it. If it gets too dark of a red, you can always add more red. And now I have like this really dark red that's kind of been rotting away. You're gonna stick this on the inside of your worms. Now this is where the fun part starts. I mean, this has always been fun. The entire thing's so fun. What am I talking about? Okay, so I'm taking my spatula, or you can take a point. Don't use scissors or knife, because if you slip, cut yourself, kind of bad. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go around these edges, all these edges, and you're gonna like come in, and then you're gonna pull it up. So I'm not gonna lie, it might hurt a little bit. The bigger the pieces you pull up, the more realistic it'll look like your skin is. See how it's ripping? You just leave it like that. Oh, that's a good one. See, this is when you can get it away from your eye, but you can manipulate these however you want it. So I didn't really do much anything different. You're probably wondering, like, why did we put paint when we just ripped it off? If you look at the edges, you get the red. And then on the inside, you're going to get these darker patches when you put the blood in. Take your red paint and put in a different spot. Red on your palette. And take another brush and color the inside. You're gonna put blood over this so it looks bright, but it's just because it's blood. And you have to get all the way up in this. Underneath it, paint the flap. You don't want white flap. Now you have something looking like this. There's these stacks of color that you can buy at any Halloween store. So I'm going to take the burnt color on top and I just dab it in the color. And then I've just put it in the spots where we painted it, but this time dabbing, you don't want to paint it. Shouldn't really have any bright exposed red unless it's like blended in. This is to show that your muscles aren't bright red anymore, but they've deteriorated. It should almost look like the color that we mixed. But see, we painted that on because it was a flat color. This actually has dimension. Now it's completely up to you. You just put blood on blood on blood on blood on blood on blood. I have different types of blood. I have coagulated, I have running blood, I have a bottle of blood. Runny blood in the palette. And it looks clearish. I'm just gonna put it on the edges of the flaps. It doesn't really have a texture except it's just liquid. You look a new flap once they open. So now I have white toilet paper and then white skin, so I just color it. Because you know you're a zombie, you're always gonna be falling apart at the seams. And you can use your stipple, not the green side, the other side. And then you can just stipple blood spatters. This is why I have so many supplies, because you really can do anything. And let's see. Kinda wanna do a lot right here. Look like you're actually eating people. This is good staining. So you can just stipple this on your chin. And then on your lips. You're gonna have this fake people look. And so this is called blood gel. It's a lot thicker. I have my little brush that I can actually stick into the hole to get globs of blood. And it looks like this, a lot darker, a lot globular. Yes. So I'm gonna stick that on the inside and everywhere inside the wound. This you don't really want to stipple everywhere. This you want to just keep it on the inside of the wound. Now you are a flesh-eating zombie. But actually, with the tutorials in the bottom of the link, they actually will contour their face so it looks like your whole face is sunken in. But the makeup won't really stick, or it won't really look realistic of a hollow feeling because you have so much toilet paper. This is my attempt at looking like a really gross zombie. For girls who have long hair, I would put my hair down and scrunch it up and put a lot of hairspray. And then there's a spray blood that you can put in your hair, and then you can wash it up, and then you can spray it on your clothes. So this is, yes, it did take a long time, but you know, I like the end results. Hope you enjoyed.